You know, we're here at the Walter Camp event. You were named the Walter Camp Man of the Year. So tell us about what that means to you.
Oh, my God. It is, for me, like for a kid coming from Texas, of a town of 150 people, I never would have thought this or even everything I have gotten from this game could be possible. I'm so honored on behalf of the NFL Legends community for all the hard work that we do. People don't see it, and I think this right here is part of that, because what we try to do for the NFL Legends community is transition guys from the game, and that's celebrate, educate, and engage those people. And like I said, a lot of times people don't see it, but it goes a lot of hard work talking with guys who sometimes have questions that are hard to answer, guys who are in position or situation that they need help to get out of. So there's 24 other guys who should be here, but on their behalf, I'm accepting this award. But once I accept it, I got to get back on the road and continue to keep trying to find those guys who need help transition from the game.
Yeah, and you know, you are from a small town of 150 people, Mumford, Texas.
Yes, sir.
And you know, what did football mean to you growing up? I know your brother played pro football as well, but what does it mean to you? What does the game mean to you just in general, and what it's given to you?
One of the things the game gave me was, growing up in a little small town, I was kind of, I didn't fit in. I had big hands, big feet. I liked sweating, getting outdoors, being aggressive on the field, and I didn't have anything that, growing up in a little small town, I didn't have anything I could relate it to. When I got to high school, there was other people just like me. And so, man, it's been like family. And from high school to college to the pros, man, over 26,000 former players that played this game. And I got brothers from different mothers, different colors, but they're family. And that's one of the things it's given me, family, being able to, say, blend in with other guys, meet new guys, but also at the same time, I become an old man, and now I give back to our youth coming into this game. So, man, it's been everything I needed, but it also, for me, I'm able to tell people, when you don't think you fit in, you don't think you belong, keep going, keep pushing yourself. Even though you may not think, you may think because you have a single parent home, or you may be living with your grandparents, doesn't matter. This game of football doesn't care about that. You work hard, dedicate yourself, man, good things will happen.
And I want to talk about your aspirations before football. You said in your football life that you want to be a garbage man.
Yes, sir.
You were 6 to 12 and have a beer in the shade.
Yes, sir.
And you've come a long way since, and now you're a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Talk to me a little bit about how that changed in mentality.
Growing up, when I got to high school, we moved, and our neighbors across the street were garbage men. And they would get started about 5 a.m., be done by noon, sitting around drinking beers. They had great benefits.
Sounds pretty good.
Oh, yeah. So, and they would be barbecuing every day. So I said to myself, man, that's what I wanted to do, because they would look like they were having fun, but they were enjoying themselves, but they were getting their work in. Yeah. And I think that's actually what I got by putting that same effort into the NFL and to the Hall, that it goes back, like I said, working hard, staying dedicated, and letting no one tell you that you can't accomplish anything you put your mind to, man.
Yeah, and you were a D2 product.
Yeah.
So was I. Played D2 ball. There we go.
Yeah.
So I kind of get the feeling, but how was that being an underdog? You know, going undrafted. I know you got cut by 3 teams, even the one you played for your whole career. You got cut by the Vikings, but you came back. Yeah,
well, the Vikings cut me actually after about my 11th year, but coming to the Vikings, but people told me they didn't think I was only going to be there for about a week or two. But I think being a Division II guy, it put a chip on my shoulder. It pushed me, it inspired me to prove those people wrong, that even though you're from a Division II, Division III school, man, you can still make it in this game. And luckily, my school, we had Gene Upshaw and Dale Green for me to look at and to say, hey, they did it, so can I. And trying to fill those footsteps or shoes, I can't do that, but I can only do it in my way. But I just want to say to every small school kid out there, man, don't let nobody stop you. You can do it.
Hell yeah. So I kind of want to talk about your NFL career a little bit. You had 137 and a half sacks for your career. When you retired, it was top 10 in the NFL. But I want to know, do you know your top 5 most sacked quarterbacks? I have it here, so I want to see if you know it yourself.
Probably all I know is Brett Favre. That's probably all I know.
Well, you got Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, okay.
Scott Mitchell.
Scott's.
You sacked a lot of guys on the lines. There's a lot of different quarterbacks.
Yeah, Rodney Pete, much of guys.
That's number 4, Rodney Pete. And you got Charlie Batch. So 3 Lions in your top 5.
Wow.
And I also want to ask you, in the game today, you pay attention, you're working with the Vikings. Who are your top 5 pass rushers in the NFL right now?
Oh, my God. First one was Aaron Donald. So he's my guy.
Yeah.
Next one is like nephew, Cam Jordan. Then my third guy is the guy with all the energy for the Raiders. Yeah. And I'm not supposed to say his name because
Crosby?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to say Crosby because I'm still loyal to my Vikes. But his energy, I love his motor. I'm going to have to say Watts at the Steelers. 4, 5. That's a good one. 5, man. Well, you know what? We've got multiple guys on the Vikings organization that I watch, but I'll say got to be Ivan. What's it? Ivan Cox, I think, Jr.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to say him because, man, when he gets his sack, it's always unexpected.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes he doesn't realize how good he is, but sometimes he gets in there, his back's against the wall, he makes the play. Yeah.
Do you have anyone that you modeled your game after throughout your career? I know coming up, I mean, Deacon Jones is a guy that played way back in the day. That was a monster. Is there anyone that you modeled your game after?
Well, for me, I couldn't just model my game after one guy because I was so small. So, man, I had, of course, Lawrence Taylor, Bruce Smith, Reggie White, because I would steal those guys' moves.
Yeah.
Michael Dean Perry from the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. Mean Joe Green?
Oh, of course, Mean Joe, Texas guy.
Yeah.
North Texas. But it was several guys. But I would steal something from everybody. And, even from Derek Thomas with that get off, I would try to do the same thing. But I took little pieces from everybody. But for me, it wasn't just all football players. For me, it was the man, Bruce Lee. So be like water. So that's how I kind of made myself different from everybody else.
A lot of people say you revolutionized the game because you were an undersized defensive tackle, and without you, I don't think there would be an Aaron Donald.
Probably wouldn't, because you know what? I think they probably would have come along because, man, Dwight Freeney and I had this conversation.
Connecticut guy.
Yeah. So Dwight, and a few other guys, man, we've had this conversation. Warren Sapp and talking about it. I think I was the first one who wasn't afraid to accept it. And I can remember the first day they were telling me they're going to move me inside. And they go, what do you think about it? I'm like, let me go. Let me go
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So, but I think I probably was one of the first guys to come in and I wanted to be the Lawrence Taylor on the inside. And I wasn't afraid of it. Yeah. I'm coming from a small town. I'm like, man, I'm not going back.
You wanted it. You were hungry, man.
I was always hungry, dude. Yeah, but thank you, though.
Yeah, no problem. And, last question. Out of all your accolades, College Football Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame, Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and you were named as one of the greatest players in the NFL's 100-year anniversary team. Yeah. Out of all those accolades, which one do you think you're the proudest of?
Oh, my God. Out of all my accolades, it's probably getting into the Hall because I'm number 258 for getting in the Hall. So you telling a kid from a small town of 150 people that people are like, you're not going to make it out of here. You're not going to accomplish anything. You're not. And to be standing here now talking about it brings back so many memories of just, wow, how much I dedicated myself, pushing myself. And so for the gold jacket, man, it represents all them days when people gave up, days when I was in high school trying to hitchhike and ride back home, 11 miles, sitting outside that 7-Eleven at 11 or 12 o'clock at night. Man. And my mom at the time being my biggest fan. So, yeah, it's probably the Hall of Fame jacket.
There was more people in the Hall of Fame when you got in than there was in your hometown.
That's true.
I don't know if you ever thought about that.
That's true. I didn't ever have. That's true, though. But, yeah. And that time, I mean, the town, it had a general store, a little beer joint. They're both gone. But I still got those memories. And I appreciate my upbringing. My mom was very hard on me. Told me don't bring trouble in this house. And I never did. And so, man, I owe a lot to her and to a little small town. I'll never forget it.
Well, you inspired a lot of people and you paved the way in the game. So I appreciate your time, John. Thank you.
You bet, man. My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.